Alright guys, what's going on in DeFi? Today we're going to record a very fast deep dive into semi-deep dive into MakerDAO. This is for DeFi Capital, and DeFi Capital is a investment firm and hedge fund that helps its investors get exposure to this new and maybe quite complex and technical decentralized financial market. So if you're interested in that, please check out the links below. If you want to get more content like this, like, subscribe, and press the bell button so you will always be notified if we release new videos. All right, so today we're actually going to discuss MakerDAO. And MakerDAO is one of the key pillars in the protocols that we use in our investment thesis. If you want to learn more about the DeFi Capital investment thesis, go to strategy, go to our investment thesis and download our investment memorandum where you can get like an in-depth review of this. What we're doing, we write in-depth research into the protocols that form the foundation for this new decentralized financial ecosystem. Okay guys, so let's check it out. We have written a MakerDAO investment review report, and you can go to DeFi Capital/MakerDAO/investment review. You do that just going to the website. You can also go to just DeFi Capital.com, go to news, and you will find this post. If you want to learn more about the strategy, you can click here, and if you want to download the report, you can just view that right here. And it's quite extensive. It's 21 pages, so enough to read into for the people that really want to dive deep and really understand what's going on. All right, here you also see our investment strategy, what we base it on, etc. This I will cover more in depth in another video. Right now, what we're going to look at a quick how-to, a quick user walkthrough of MakerDAO. As discussed also in the protocol MakerDAO, as we also see here actually in this beautiful illustration, we have Ethereum as a base layer. On top of that, every DeFi ecosystem, which you also will see in our investment review, basically consists of a settlement layer, asset layer, protocol layer, application layer, and aggregation layer. And MakerDAO forms the foundation for any DeFi ecosystem on any settlement layer. And I firmly believe that Ethereum will be the main settlement layer also moving into the future. They have the first mover advantage and they have the best tooling, etc., etc. This is also what we believe in at DeFi Capital. So the first settlement layer is Ethereum. On top of that, we have the money market layer, which is MakerDAO, and on top of that, we got this whole explosion of all other applications that we see now in the DeFi space moving around. So it's very important to understand the foundations. It's very important to understand what is Ethereum, of course, and we also have a report on that. And then it's very important to understand what is MakerDAO, and then move your way up to the chain, or that will give you the best understanding of this new ecosystem. Let's get started. So, in order to really understand what MakerDAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. That's why also the name MakerDAO. And it's a decentralized money market where we can park our collateral and generate DAI. It's basically also how the banks work, where you park your collateral and generate fiat. But in this case, it's all over collateralized collateral that is verifiable on-chain, where in our current financial system, the banks and whatever, they are leveraged and they have huge uncollateralized position, which is very dangerous. So that's why we believe that DeFi is here to stay and it's a much stronger ecosystem. All right, let's get started, right? So if we want to explore the MakerDAO protocol and if we want to open up a vault ourselves or interact with the protocol itself, we go to MakerDAO.com. You can pick whatever language you want. Then we say use DAI. If you click on use DAI, we actually come to this page. And you can see here, it actually recommends you also, you can start now. You can download their mobile application. It's very user-centric. Or you can open a Maker Vault where you can park your collateral and generate DAI. Or you can read a little bit more about what DAI is. Here you can read more about DAI is. So I would recommend, before actually now going to the next step, I would recommend you to go to DAI, go to the Oasis app says what is DAI, read that document, and also go to our deficapital.com/MakerDAO investment review. You can find that in the news section and also in the description below. Then, yeah, really recommend you downloading this report and really read it and understand it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, email us or contact us, and we will be more than happy to support and help you getting started with MakerDAO. All right, now let's take a look. So now we're going into a little bit more difficult part. So I hope everything is clear up till now. Okay, there we go. So if we then want to use MakerDAO, we click open a MakerDAO vault. Then we will go to this page and we see here the Oasis Borrow deck. Put your assets to work. That's exactly what we want to do, because we don't want our assets to sleep. We want our assets constantly to be working. You can actually watch a very nice video on it that explains very, very carefully what it does. I'm not gonna, not gonna do this this video one by one, but actually in this video, MakerDAO explains themselves already very, very well, step by step, how it goes. But we are gonna also go to this process very quickly, so you can also watch this this video here. All right, so the first step is I need to connect my wallet. All right, you can actually, if you are want to be very secure, you can actually you can connect quite a lot of wallets you see here, and the main wallets are MetaMask, Ledger, or Trezors. So you can use your cold storage wallet as well, or just your MetaMask. And of course, I would highly recommend, if you're playing with bigger amounts of money, always use Ledger or a Trezor. Never just use MetaMask. That's just very dangerous. Or of course, we also take care of this process for you if you want to park some capital and want to get exposure to this beautiful new DeFi ecosystem. There we go. So what I just did, I connect my wallet, and now it's connecting with MetaMask, and there you go. In this particular wallet, I actually do not have any vaults at the moment. So let's test generate a vault. And we can do that by the following. So we actually go to, we actually see here the overview. You can see the wallet balances. You can see the different price feeds of the assets. Well, and we don't have any vaults. I have one empty vault here, which I opened up, I think, a very long time ago. That's still in this wallet, and it's empty. I emptied that vault. Let's see what happens if we want to open up a new vault. So you can see that here. You can see actually all the different collateralizations you can use and all the different stability fees that you need to pay to use this collateral. All right, there you go. You see here ETH a vault with a stability fee 3.5%, liquidation from 150, liquidation fee 13%, and you can see your balance and how much we can add in. And then we see here the available DAI. So this means, because it's a decentralized money market, there's also debt ceilings to keep the system in balance. We can see that there is 29.99 million available to generate with the ETH a vault. So if I put enough collateral, I could just generate all the DAI that's available there and use that for any other operations that I want to do in the DeFi space. Or you see also different vaults, for example, the ETH B vault with a higher stability fee but a much lower liquidation ratio actually has 0 DAI available because it already reached ceiling. A lot of people are using it already. So there you go. Okay, you see here there's many collateral types. I'm not going to go into them one by one, but if you want to understand more about exactly what the collateralization is, you can click the different vaults and it will give a bit more in-depth explanation. I'm gonna tell a little bit more about ETH A1. It's basically you collateralize your ETH, your ETH, and if you want to collateralize your, for example, your uni tokens, you can do that here as well. Or Aave, so you can also actually collateralize AVA tokens. So this means that you actually can collateralize your staked Aave tokens. and then you can borrow against them. So this is really cool that you can do that. And also a new feature, but this is very, very highly experimental and also completely sold out already. So that's really cool. It's completely sold out. So that means that many, many people already borrowed the maximum amount. You can see that here. This is Uni V2 DAI ETH Vault with a 1% stability fee and a liquidation ratio of only 125% with a liquidation penalty of 13%, and there's 0 available, unfortunately. This is very experiential, but this will make the MakerDAO protocol even blow up much more. So we're very, very, very bullish on this on MakerDAO at this moment. What does this mean? Well, this means that if you put your ETH and your DAI in a liquidity pool in Uniswap, you can actually use that liquidity pool again to stake that at Maker, then borrow more DAI against that. So it's a very, very stacked liquidity on top of each other, but in an actually very, very smart and quite stable way. That's why actually also the liquidation ratios are quite low. So as you see, normally 150, 130, 175, 150. Here we see for DAI ETH, liquidation was only 125% because you provide liquidity to DAI, which stable coin, and ETH, which is of course volatile, but because it's an ETH and DAI pool, it's less volatile than just exposure to only ETH. We also see the wrapped BTC ETH pool, which is of course a little bit more dangerous. That's why there's liquidation for 150%, and the USDC ETH pool with a liquidation ratio of 125%. This is all very cool, and I hope and I know for a fact they're gonna add much more protocols. All right, there you go. We can actually, so let's go to the next step. If we click the ETH vault, continue, and there I need to put in my ETH. In this case, I'm not gonna go to this whole process in terms of gas fee. Then I can actually borrow an amount of DAI. Let's say 100 DAI, for example. 50 DAI. A vault requirement minimum of 2,000 DAI. So you see already the minimum. You need to do this with a little bit bigger amounts because the gas fees are high, and also for the protocol to set these things up is high and also a little bit dangerous. But you can see here if we do this, you can see here. Yeah, if we do this like this, we could actually continue. So you could actually see also here what would happen if I put in, for example, 100 ETH, and then I want to generate 50,000 DAI. I could do this, and then what would happen, my collateralization ratio at that case will be 366%. My liquidation price will be $750. This means if ETH drops to $750, I need to fill it up, or else I will be liquidated. The stability fee will be 3.5%. This means that this will be added to my debt every 10 seconds, and then the max available to generate is this amount. Looking at this, if I would make this vault right now, I would probably put it around 300%. So let's see what would be the good ratio. Normally I would play around a little bit with this. 69, see, that's a little bit too much. Yeah, so around $61,000. You could 61,000 DAI. You could generate with putting 100 ETH as collateral, and then using the DAI again maybe for a ETH DAI pool, or you can go long or you can go short with this kind of setup, right? Okay, so now we know this. So this is all very, very cool, but what if we just want to test it out? So we can also use Maker. We can also use like the Kovan Testnet for MakerDAO, and then you can actually you can see here there's also a test version of this. So if you're not comfortable with doing it with real value, you can first do it on a testnet, and then you can start to use real ETH as well. All right, so I hope this video helped. I hope this video learned you something about MakerDAO, and I hope to see you in the next videos. And I would really recommend go to DeFiCapital.com, follow the news section, follow this channel, and I hope to see you in the next one, guys. Thank you for your attention, and speak to you soon. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.